Good morning, students. Today we are going to read a poem, Sour Grapes. This poem is basically a fable by Aesop. Fables are imaginary tales. Usually, these tales have a moral lesson. An Indian book named Panchatantra, which is full of all kinds of stories of animals, is also a fable. Panchatantra is a famous fable based on Indian tales. So, coming to the point, this poem or this fable is a story of a fox and the grapes. This story is most famous of all the Aesop's fables. So, coming to the story, one hot summer's day, a fox was strolling through an orchard when he came to a bunch of grapes that were ripening on a vine. Hanging over a leafy branch, the fox desperately wanted the grapes to meet his thirst and hunger. So, I'm reading the poem. A fox was trotting on one day, and just above his head, he saw a vine with lovely grapes, rich, ripe, and purple red. So, the grapes were rich, ripe, and purple red color, and the fox was very hungry and thirsty. Eager, he tried to snatch the fruit, but it was too high. Poor Reynard had to give it up and heaving a deep sigh. So, the fox tried a lot. He jumped and ran, but missed the bunch of grapes. Turning round again, he jumped but failed. Again and again, he tried to reach the juicy grapes but failed. So, at last, he gave up and walked away. He curled his nose and said, "Dear me, I would not waste an hour upon such mean and common fruit. I'm sure those grapes are sour." At last he gave up and walked away with his nose in the air, that he was sure that the grapes were sour and he did not want those. This statement of the fox is just an excuse of not meeting what he wanted to, what he tried to get. He was just making an excuse of his failure. And the last stanza tells us, thus we often wish through life when seeking wealth and power, and when we fail, say like the fox, we are sure the grapes are sour. I'm repeating. Thus we often wish through life when seeking wealth and power, and when we fail, say like the fox, we are sure the grapes are sour. This is the moral of this poem. The poet wants to say that same in human life, when we want something through our life and we try for that but fail, then we just make excuses for not getting the things we wanted to. We just make excuses and say that those things were not for us. Those things were not fit for us. We just make excuses in our life. So students, this is your poem. You just go through the poem, try to learn the meaning with the moral, and note down the important words. Thank you so much.